morning, children. I hope you all are fine. Are you okay? Okay. So, today I am going to teach you the lesson senses of touch and smell. Children, you know that we human beings have some of the sense organs that helps us to know everything that happens around us. Now, we have sense organs. You have already learned in your previous classes about the 5 sense organs. There are 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. These are 5 sense organs helps us to find what is there around us, means in our surroundings. Now the different sense organs helps us to know our surrounding well. Now these 5 sense organs, first one is eyes. Eyes is related to sight. Now just imagine, if you do not have eyesight, the world will be dark for us. A blind person cannot see, but you should be thankful to God that God has given you 2 eyes. With these 2 eyes, you can see everything, this beautiful world, the mountain, the rivers, the trees, birds, everything. So the first important sense organ is sight. Eyes gives us sight to see each and everything. Now second one we come is ears. Our ears helps us to hear whatever sound it is. It can be melodious sound, loud noise, soft noise. So it is related to sound. Whatever sound we hear with our ears. Okay. Then we come to nose. Everybody has nose. Now with the help of nose we can smell. We can smell good smell also and bad smell also. Now when you somebody applies perfume or deodorant, you say, wow, what a nice smell. So our nose helps us to smell. Smell can be good also and bad. Sometimes foul smell also. When there is garbage all over there, we see foul. We can smell foul smell. So next comes tongue. Now we all love to eat different kind of food. Yes or no? Yeah. We love to eat different kind of food. Nowadays, your mummy is there in your house. You all are there in the house. So mummy will be preparing nice food. Now, sometimes you get a nice sweet or some good dish. So when we eat this food, our tongue helps us to give the taste. And there are different kinds of taste. Now we can taste sweet, sour, bitter. All these are different tastes. When we eat the food, there are taste buds in our tongue. They become active and they tell us what kind of food we are eating, whether it is sweet, whether it is salty. So our tongue helps us to taste. Then comes our skin. Skin is related to touch. Skin is related to touch. Just mute your phone, children. Okay? So skin is related to touch. We can touch soft things, hard things, something hot, something cold. So whenever we touch such things, what happens? Suppose you touch something hot, immediately your hand will come back. So touching your skin let you feel whether the thing you are touching is hot, cold, soft, hard, whatever it is. Now, if you close your eyes and you touch anything, hard surface, immediately you can say that this is wood. If you touch cotton by putting blindfolding your eyes, you can say it is soft. So the skin helps us to touch. Okay. Then you all know what is good touch and what is bad touch. Any touch that makes you feel comfortable is good touch. Now what happens in this? What happens? Suppose you have done something good, your mummy pats on your back, or in the class you have done something excellent, then your teacher will pat on your back, well done. Then that is good touch, means that will encourage you. But sometimes some touches are bad also. So you have already been told in your previous classes about good touch and bad touch. Good touch, any touch that makes you comfortable, that gives you encouragement, that is good touch. But any touch that makes you feel uncomfortable, means somebody touches you and you are not comfortable, then you must immediately say, don't touch me. You should know to speak out. Children, even if your close relative or anybody gives you a bad touch, you know what is bad touch, you are not comfortable, you don't like it, so you should immediately say that please don't touch me. Or if nobody is there, go and inform your elder and try to be away from that person. So this was what is good touch and bad touch. You should know that what is good touch and bad touch, because you are growing now. Growing children should know, be aware of everything. Whatever is told in your class by your teachers or by your elders, they will teach you always good things. Your teachers always teach you good things. They will never teach you bad things. What is bad, what is good. So you try to listen to them and follow accordingly. So this was all about good touch and bad touch. So children, in this lesson we have learnt about the sense organs. Now we are normal people and we have got all our sense organ working. All our body parts are working. So we are all able people, means all the sense organs are working and we don't have to depend on others. But there are some people, those who cannot hear well, see well or talk well, because some of the organs do not work properly. And such kind of people, they are called differently abled people. Differently abled people means maybe a person is not able to walk, maybe a person not able to see, some people are not able to move, so they use wheelchair. They cannot move by themselves, their limbs, their legs do not work properly. So such kind of people, they are called differently abled people. Now these people, they are also part of our society. They are also part of our society and we should accept them. We should not only feel pity, oh my God, so bad has happened. Don't say of such things. We should not feel pity, but we should be sensitive towards them and help them to do their duties by themselves in a normal way. We can be helping them, we can be always being sensitive towards them and help them to lead a normal life. Nowadays, we see many examples of such things. Now, people having disabilities, they are able to do different kind of work. Even they do different jobs. They are doctors, they are engineers, they are working in the offices, and the government provides them different opportunities. Different opportunities are provided to them so that they can take active part in the activities and they lead their life like a normal people. They are also human beings. They don't need our pity, but they need our care. They need encouragement from us. So this kind of, we always help them to live, make them live independent and lead a normal life. That's why always remember, whenever you see any disabled people, Don't say, "Arey, by God, kya ho gaya?" No, don't say that. You should always give them equal opportunity to lead their life. Now, I will give you some of the examples. Now, you must have heard about Sudha Chandran. If you have not heard, she is a very famous dancer. She don't have her both the legs, and dancing was a passion from beginning. So she has her leg is not there, but she has artificial leg. One of her leg, I think, uh, she is not having. With the help of the artificial leg, she can dance very well. Same way, nowadays Paralympics are held for the disabled people to make them feel that they are also important, they are also normal, and they can also live a normal life. So government is providing different opportunities to such kind of people to lead their life as a normal people. Now I will talk to you about the blind. You must have seen blind people. They are not able to see, but I will tell you, they are able to do all the work. They can read, they can write, they can give examples, exams, they can even get job in uh, other all the other categories, even in officers rank, they can get job by their ability. Now, what happens? Such kind of people, when it is said that when one part is not working, suppose a person is cannot see, but that person can have a good sense of hearing. If one sense organ does not work properly, the other sense organs help that person to perform his or her duty. So there are many examples of people. They are disabled and they can do their work properly. Now the blind people, they cannot read and write like us. So they choose a different kind of script called Braille. Braille, Braille. This language, this script has dots, raised dots. Their books have raised dots, and by touching the dots, they can read. They can read by touching the dots, and this helps them to read and write. Now, I will give you one recent example of, if you have seen the movie Black, in that Amitabh Bachchan and Rani Mukherjee were the in male lead role. This movie is taken from the life story of Helen Keller. Helen Keller was blind, deaf and dumb. She cannot see, she cannot hear, she cannot speak. But she, with the help of his master, was able to complete her studies. In the beginning, she was not a very obedient girl, but the teacher made him improve, and one day she became a good uh, scholar, and she even completed her graduation. So this was the story. So there, here and there, now there are many examples. You can ask your parents to show you this movie. It's a very encouraging story. So there are many examples. Now there is a motivator speaker who does not bend, who does not have limbs, hand and leg, but he can do everything. He can. He is a very good motivating speaker. He motivates people by his speech. So today's lesson, you have taught about how our sense of hearing and touch helps us to recognize the world, and how what are differently abled people, what are our duties, what is our duty, what is the duty of a person to towards such kind of people. So children, you should be thankful to God. Very important. You should be thankful to God that God has given you such a healthy body, healthy mind, good parents, so that you can study well. And this lesson teaches you this. From this lesson you get the value that we should always be thankful to God for our all the senses. We have all our senses working. Our sense organs work